2022, what a year you have been. Questions in the House, activities right across the constituency, from Burnley Town Centre to Padiham to all of our wonderful villages, because I am here to work for you. So here's a snapshot of everything that's kept me busy over the last 12 months. Education is one of the biggest factors when it comes to levelling up. It's a key part of my mission to transform lives in Burnley and Padiham. We've plugged the financial hole in Pioneer Place, giving it the green light and bringing a state-of-the-art, attractive leisure destination here in Burnley Town Centre. Global energy prices continue to be very volatile, which is a big concern to constituents of mine in Burnley and Padiham. We know a reason for this is the weaponisation of energy by countries like Russia, which has only highlighted how we need to not rely on hostile state actors. I'm working to make sure the police have all the resources they need to keep us safe. More frontline police officers. For too long, the focus on social mobility has been on what a person looked like and not what they can offer. So can the Minister confirm at the dispatch box that we're going to consign that approach to history and instead focus on what everyday people can offer to this country and make sure they get the opportunity they deserve? It's been brilliant to take part in this year's St George's Day Parade with the Burnley and Pendle Scouts District. In recent months we've seen an increase in totally unacceptable antisocial behaviour in Burnley and Padiham town centres, as well as dirt bikes racing up and down Padiham Greenway. Well, it's been absolutely fantastic to welcome the Prime Minister to Burnley College today. We've gone around, we've met students, and we've heard about the amazing skills that we're equipping our young people with. As your Member of Parliament, I work with Conservative councillors day in, day out. And I see that it's those Conservative councillors that are delivering for their communities all the time. We're committed to working together with residents, with councillors, to find a solution to youth provision. Me and my constituents in Burnley and Padiham are sick and tired of the Labour Party approach to this, standing on the side of murderers, paedophiles, rapists. What my constituents want to see is more deportations of these foreign criminals. And it was the Labour government before 2010 that closed Burnley's A&E. It was also the same Labour government that forced our schools to have new PFI buildings, which is seeing money taken away from educated children and instead paying expensive contracts. So we might just want to think about whether the Labour government has all of the answers. We've got brilliant provision in Burnley locally, with Burnley College, with an expanding University of Central Lancashire campus, with secondary schools and primary schools that I visit every week that are doing amazing things. My mission in this place is to make Burnley and Padiham and all of our villages the best place to live, to work, to study, relax, raise a family. I'm down at Pies in Burnley Market Hall with Paul, who's just set up the business with homemade pies, homemade sausage rolls, and amazingly, a Yorkshire pudding roast beef wrap. And I welcome the Secretary of State's focus on growth, which will allow businesses in Burnley and Padiham to grow and allow people to keep more of the money they earn. Following on from my honourable friend, the member for Hindburn, in East Lancashire we stand ready to lead this country in aerospace, in cyber, in small modular reactors. It is both a privilege and a sadness to speak today, to pay tribute to Her late Majesty the Queen. The realisation of just how much she did to steer this great ship that is the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth. In my constituency, residents are contacting me about antisocial behaviour. It doesn't matter whether you're in Padiham, in Burnley Town Centre or up on Corn Road. One of the incredibly sad parts of the COVID-19 pandemic was the increase in domestic abuse. No employee should have to go to work to deal with what that Times article suggests. Bus routes across Burnley and Padiham are vital to local connectivity, giving residents a link to jobs, leisure and essential public services. But too often they are late or cancelled, impacting in particular those in rural Burnley like Westthorne and Cliviger. These aren't nice to haves but essential for local residents. Thanks to this Secretary of State for Defence, Lancashire is home to the newest part of the armed forces in the National Cyber Force. This brings huge opportunities to our county, including not only the thousands of armed forces personnel who will eventually be stationed there, but also the cyber security companies that we hope will cluster around the site in the years ahead. But to really seize the opportunity, we need to ensure that we're giving local people the skills they need to join NCF or those other cyber security businesses. In Burnley, our neighbourhood policing task force has been doing great work breaking down doors, disrupting gangs and arresting those responsible for dealing drugs. And a key driver of that is the government's combating drugs strategy. But most of the new funding under that strategy is geared towards treatment and prevention, which, whilst important, will not be effective without the deterrent of tough enforcement. And so I just wanted to say to all of you, from my family to yours, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.